Alright, so I'm a little behind on making videos. I've been incredibly busy with the house trying to get stuff ready and put away for Thanksgiving, and I've been really busy with work. So I have a few videos that I'm working on. I just don't have them finished yet. But I wanted to address the current drama in Amberlynn Reed's world, and that is the copyright striking of Apathetic Facts' videos. A lot of people are going back and forth whether she should have or shouldn't have. Apathetic Facts has taken down the videos, so we can't go look at those right now to see if they are infringing on Amberlynn's copyrights or not. So, first of all, I don't know if Apathetic Facts is a he or she. I don't know what pronouns they use. I think I've seen her referred to as a she, but I don't know exactly, so I'll probably be using they or just the name Apathetic Facts. So just to get that out of the way. So before we hear what Amberlynn Reed has to say about the copyright striking, let's first take a look at what fair use is. So this is from the Fair Use on YouTube section on YouTube, and it says, fair use is a legal doctrine that says you can reuse copyright-protected material under certain circumstances without getting permission from the copyright owner. Those fair use guidelines are different in different countries. So different countries have different rules about when it's okay to use material without the copyright owner's permission. For example, in the United States, works of commentary, criticism, research, teaching, or news reporting may be considered fair use. Other countries have a similar concept called fair dealing that may work differently. Courts look over potential fair use cases according to the facts of each specific case. You'll probably want to get legal advice from an expert before uploading videos that contain copyright-protected material. Okay. There are 4 factors of fair use. So in the United States, judges decide what's considered fair use, and a judge will consider how those 4 factors of fair use apply to each specific case. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at what those 4 factors are. Okay, factor number 1 is the purpose and character of the use, including whether such use is of commercial nature or is for nonprofit educational purposes. Courts typically focus on whether the use of copyright-protected material is, quote, transformative. This means whether the use adds new expression or meaning to the original material, or whether it merely copies from the original. Commercial uses are less likely to be considered fair use, but it's still possible to monetize a video that contains fair use material. This would mean that adding commentary to one of ALR's videos would be considered fair use, or changing it in some way to make it transformative. So that's going to be one of the keys when it comes to reaction channels and compilation channels is the material transformative enough? Factor number 2 is what is the nature of the copyrighted work. Using material from primarily factual work is more likely to be fair use than using purely fictional work. So this is, of course, why A lot of music cannot be played on YouTube because that's a creative medium, and you are infringing on the copyright of the person that created that music and wrote the lyrics if it has lyrics. So you have to put the attributions in the description of your videos, as I do on mine for the music that I use at the beginning and end. Okay, factor number 3 is the amount and the substantiality of the portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole. Borrowing small bits of material from an original work is more likely to be considered fair use than borrowing large portions. But if what's borrowed is considered the heart of the work, sometimes even a small sampling may weigh against fair use. Okay, now factor number 4 is the effect of the use upon the potential market for or value of the copyrighted work. Uses that harm the copyright owner's ability to profit from their original work are less likely to be fair uses. Courts have sometimes made exceptions under this factor in cases involving parodies. Okay, so now that's what YouTube lists as what is available for fair use on their platform. Let's take a listen to see what Amberlynn Reid has to say about copyright striking this particular channel.
Okay, so next one is, I want you to talk about reaction channels. Why did you copyright strike Apathetic Facts' reactions, even though you claimed to not even know who they were when you were asked on livestream, and claimed to not watch reaction channels or compilation channels? You do know what fair use is, right? You're supposed to be a content creator, so I would hope you understand the fair use laws and why it's laughable that you strike these channels. Not to mention, they're your bread and butter and keep you relevant. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about who keeps who relevant because that's just pointless and it's not productive in this conversation.
However, I will address this since I am making reaction videos to her content. It's very much a symbiotic relationship. A lot of people do only watch her content through reaction channels. I'm not one of those channels, but other people are. So she's not getting the money from those views, but people are still taking in her content through the reaction channels. And those content creators oftentimes are making money from that content. So it's kind of a symbiotic relationship between the two.
I have never did a copyright strike on anybody until a few days ago. I have gone back and forth between watching reaction channels and not watching reaction channels for the last few years. And I'm currently in a cycle where I have a few that I watch and I actually kind of enjoy them. So people saw that I've been watching Alex Ashok because I do enjoy him. And someone happened to message me on Instagram and told me, hey, someone is uploading your videos, your full videos onto their channel. Here, take a look. They sent me a link and here pops up Apathetic Facts. I love me a good compilation, so I was ready to watch them. I do not mind a reaction. I do not mind a compilation. I actually enjoy compilations of me, but every single video I clicked on from Apathetic Facts was a video of mine that was not even edited. There might have been a little bubble of a word that wasn't in my video, or there might have been a beep every time I said moment.
I will have to agree with Amberlynn on this. I have watched some videos from Apathetic Facts when they were available previously, after they were uploaded, that weren't compilations, and they were just Amberlynn's videos, either with little bits taken out to make it shorter, or just a straight up video of Amberlynn's. So I don't watch a lot of content from Apathetic Facts because I've already watched Amberlynn's video on her channel to make my own video. I don't need to watch it on somebody else's channel if they're not adding anything to it.
But it was my literal full video being uploaded onto their channel, and I was like, wait a minute. Is this fair use? I honestly didn't know what to do about it, so I myself contacted YouTube. I will never copyright a reaction channel. I will never, ever strike down a compilation of me because I don't care. But what is not okay is taking my full video and uploading it onto your channel and profiting off of it. That's not under fair use.
Amberlynn Reid is absolutely right on that point. Somebody uploading her content directly without making any changes and profiting does not fall under fair use.
And I kind of felt that in my heart. So that's why I contacted YouTube. I wanted to understand it a bit more. I sent them my channel. I sent them Apathetic Facts' channel. And unfortunately with YouTube, they literally cannot do anything about it because they need the creator, the copyright owner, to file the strike. So I'm over here like, do I really want to do this to this person? And I did think about it for a solid 24 hours. I slept on it. I went back and forth. I talked to friends. I needed advice. I didn't know what to do because I constantly said I will never strike a channel. But then when I heard everyone else's like opinions on the matter, they said this isn't right because they literally are stealing your content. And on top of people's advice, on top of my gut feeling, and on top of YouTube telling me they are stealing your work, I realized, all right, time to put my big girl panties on. So yes, I did strike some videos. I did. And I don't feel bad at all because they were literally stealing my content. So Apathetic Facts ended up emailing me. I will not share our messages. That is not okay. So we have been corresponding back and forth literally all day today. We are trying to find some type of compromise, and I gotta be honest, I literally can't find one. I let them know that they can continue making compilations of me. I really don't care. Like, go at it.
It sounds like making the compilations is the compromise, then would it not be?
That is not the issue. I think people are getting super confused between the true fair use and what y'all want the fair use to really mean.
I think she makes a fair point here that I will address a bit more after we hear her finish.
It is messy. The whole strike, copyright, YouTube reaction situation is very messy, but there is a fine line. And out of all these years, this is the first time that I have ever strike down some videos. I literally have physical proof because here on YouTube in the YouTube studio, you can see any single video that you have striked and you cannot like edit it or anything like that. So if there's other reaction channels saying that I've done this to them, they're lying and you need to figure that out.
So Amberlynn is going to get backlash for this because people aren't going to be happy that she did a copyright strike on this channel that they enjoyed watching. Now, my problem with that is a lot of people don't want to give Amberlynn Reid the views. They would rather consume her content from somebody else's channel. Now, I wouldn't consider Apathetic Facts to be a reaction channel. I would consider that channel to be more of a compilation because no real commentary or opinion or anything transformative other than compiling clips together is done. So people want to see what Amberlynn's doing and see her content, but they don't want to give Amberlynn Reid the views on her channel to do it. Let's look at factor 1 in Amber's particular case here. Was the content from Apathetic Facts transformative enough to be considered fair use? In the videos that I've personally watched, and probably the ones that Amberlynn Reid did a copyright strike on, no, they weren't. They were pretty much just straight uploads from Amberlynn Reid with maybe some dead air time taken out, or what they consider to be not important removed. The second factor can be a little more subjective. What is the nature of this? Well, this is Amberlynn Reid's life, basically. She's vlogging her life, she's creating the content, she's editing the content. So yes, she can copyright her own life. This is her content. It's hers. I mean, there's really no way around it. So if you upload it directly without providing anything to it extra, then that would be a copyright infringement. So this is one that I've seen a lot of people arguing that Apathetic Facts was in the right to do so with the videos because they pared them down and made them shorter and took out bits and bobs of it to make it, I guess, more palatable for them, especially when it came to the 2-hour-long live streams. You know, they might upload a video that's 30 minutes long or 20 minutes long and cut out a lot of the dead air time or things that, you know, people wouldn't consider very entertaining. However, there's this line here at the end that would make this a problem as well. The selection was an important part or the heart of the work. So if you're just going to take out the main pieces, then it could be argued that you're just taking out the heart of the work and reusing it. So that would also be a copyright infringement. So factor 4, how would this apply? This is about the effect of the use upon the potential market for or value of the copyrighted work. YouTube is Amberlynn Reid's job. This is her income. People don't watch her videos. She does not earn income. So somebody else uploading the videos to their channel and taking those views away from Amberlynn Reid absolutely would affect the market value and the earnings of that video. Now, I know a lot of people say they don't want to watch Amberlynn Reid's videos, but if you want to know what she's up to, you're gonna have to, or you're gonna have to watch a reaction channel. You're gonna have to watch a reaction channel that either adds to the content or changes it, instead of just watching an upload of Amberlynn Reid's content. So, I do not know if Apathetic Facts' channel was monetized. They certainly had enough subscribers and viewing hours to monetize the channel. So you have someone earning income that honestly really should be Amberlynn Reid's income from her just direct content without anything being added to it. So regardless of your feelings about Amberlynn, whether you love her or hate her or are kind of indifferent, fair is fair. You can't just take someone's content and just directly upload it, or just take a few bits out and not expect that person to get upset, especially when that content is the person's livelihood. A lot of people don't think it was fair, but imagine if you were a YouTuber full time and it was your only form of income, and somebody was taking your hard work and just uploading it to their channel and getting 30, 40,000 views that you should be getting. I'm sure you would be a little upset about that, because that person is taking your income without doing any work. So, fair is fair. I have to agree with Amberlynn on this, and I don't agree with her about too much usually. But, there are other channels actually that just directly upload her videos too. I'm not going to name them here, but I have seen them. So they might want to either start taking their channels down or adding commentary or doing something before Amberlynn gets wind of them and also strikes them as well. There are a lot of people that are just angry at Amberlynn for this. Just to add here at the end, an afterthought on the copyright strikes. If the content was in fair use, YouTube would not have upheld the copyright. I don't want to see Apathetic Facts lose their channel, but I would like to see them maybe remove the videos that are not fair use. And looking at their channel currently, they do have some videos up that are compilations only. So, hopefully this will be a lesson learned and they can move forward and keep their channel. And, if you want to support Apathetic Facts, go binge the videos they currently have. Just put them in a little playlist and just put them on repeat to get those views. So yeah, support Apathetic Facts if you want to. Support Amberlynn Reid. Support whoever you want. Just don't get mad when somebody gets struck for copyright infringement. So Apathetic Facts did post a comment in their community tab saying that they were struck for 8 videos, which got them 3 copyright strikes. Now, I don't know if YouTube has a 3 strikes and you're out rule. Some correspondence Apathetic Facts had with Zachary Michael would seem to imply this, but I don't know if it's going to actually result in a channel deletion or not. However, here Apathetic Facts says that most of their videos fell under fair use, I don't know about that, to be honest, for the videos that I've seen, but, you know, I'm sure Apathetic Vex feels that her videos were perfectly fine within fair use. In addition to this, there is apparently some drama going on behind the scenes too. Apparently somebody was creating accounts with family members' names of Apathetic Facts and like sending messages, insulting, and things of that nature. Um, I personally would believe Amberlynn Reed when she says that it was not her. She does not strike me as technically savvy enough to find this information. I could be wrong, but there are a lot of Amber stands out there that probably could find this information and would use it. You know, people do get rabidly defensive over people that they support and like. So, take it for what you will, but Amberlynn Reed said it wasn't her. I, for one, believe her on this one thing for once. So that's the Amberlynn Reed copyright striking drama. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. And hopefully I'll have some time to work on the other videos I have in the pipeline. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Stay safe and take care.